Welcome back to the Arena Podcast, the place for all entrepreneurs and artists to come and bring awareness to their brand, business, and or talents. Me being an entrepreneur slash artist myself, I, Hoody Frankliano, made it my business to create the ultimate platform for all of us to grow together. So I hit up Gut Check, brought in Pebbles for that strong woman opinion, and together we bring you the Arena Podcast. But this is much more than a podcast. It's a networking community. So now that you're here, you part of the family. And family support is the most important support because in most cases, the family is the first to show love and help the awareness stretch. So make sure you follow us on IG at The Arena Podcast and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search The Arena ! Podcast. Make sure you type that exclamation point. To submit music or book an interview, send us an email at thearenapodcast18@gmail.com. Business owners ask about our extremely affordable sponsorship programs. Thank you all for listening. Enjoy the show.
Check 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Loud and clear. It's lit.
Yes, let's go.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
Great to have you. I know he just finishing the intro up real quick.
For sure. I was trying to add a little background, but it didn't even stick. I'm still new to the Zoom stuff.
That's all good.
Let me see if I can find a cool little background.
Feeling good. So while Shelley get situated with her background, what up, everybody? We back here home. Welcome back to the Arena Podcast, man. We've been blessed to be on the road, going all over the place. Let's clap it up real quick for that 4-year anniversary, though.
Woo! Let's go. Salute, man. Congratulations. It feels great to be doing this for 4 years. Hoody, how you feel, man? It's just blessed to be here, man.
Great. 4 years later, we never thought that this would be where it's at right now. Before we got a special guest here tonight. We got the homegirl Shelley, but before we start talking to Shelley, I just want to first say thank you to everybody for supporting us 4 years later. Here we are. And then the month of April was extremely nuts for us. Shout out to the homie R&B Hunter for bringing us in. That was on strength of Sloppy Vinyl. It's rich. Shout out to Misty Blanco for bringing us the VA for that 420-ish Unity Festival. Shout out to Dean Bats. Shout out to Orbit Omen Music. They pulled us on stage at the Galaxy The Limit Showcase and gave us a chance to let everybody know what we really doing out here, how we getting busy. You feel me? Shout out to Only Jamez. That was another Sloppy Vinyl event. It's all good after 40 movie premiere. This is all in the month of April, y'all. We was crazy busy.
We was lit busy, man. Such a blessing.
And then the Wet Dreams Yacht Party, Shelley was there. So we actually met Shelley at the R&B Hunter event. That's when I personally met Shelley. She's been sending music. She's been a part of Music Remedy. So y'all that's listening already heard her music, but now you get to meet the person that's behind the microphone. So Shelley, what's good?
Yes, sir. What's good, y'all? It's a pleasure to be here.
No doubt. Thank you for taking the time to chop it up with us.
Sure.
Out there, go ahead, formally introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, what's good, everyone? I go by the name of Shelly Ferrell. You know what I'm saying? I am a recording artist from Jersey, rep Jersey to the fullest. I'm a recording artist. I'm a producer. I'm a photographer. I do videography. I'm a director. So I do a lot of things, but music is my first love. Music is my passion, and we're gonna get all into that tonight. I got a project coming up, but most importantly, just aiming for the moon and beyond that. So,
definitely going to dig in. Gut Check just signed in with us. What up, Gut Check?
Hey, what's going on? How's everybody doing?
Chad, what's up?
Hey,
We
What's
good.
good? Hey.
We got the homegirl Shelley here.
yeah.
So we set for the night. We're about to kick it off. We here. So Shelley is a recording artist, born in Florida, but raised in Jersey. When did you move to Jersey?
I was literally just born in Florida. Like, I don't have any memories of it. I think my mom was on vacation or something. I was born in West Palm Beach, but I was raised in Newark. I used to live in Virginia for about 4 years too. So I was about to ask you, what part of Virginia did you go to when y'all was out there?
Out in Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach. I was out in Richmond for like 4 years. So I
Okay.
kind of I know a little bit about Virginia too, but I was raised in Newark most of my life.
Virginia was dope. Virginia was treating us really nice while we was out there.
Yeah, we definitely enjoyed it. That oceanfront view was amazing. The people was amazing. Just networking, connecting with a lot of people. We really, really had a good time. It was a great experience. Again, shout out to Misty Blanco, Misty TV. It's Blanco season. We had a very, very good time. You heard?
Definitely. So, Shelley, when did you really fall in love with the music? I know that since you were 7, like you said, you was playing the piano and everything, but when did you really decide, like, this is where I'm going in life? The music is where it's at for me.
Man, so the journey has been crazy. Like, I started off as an instrumentalist, like playing piano, cello, and a saxophone. But as far as like emceeing and songwriting, I started taking it seriously in about I think 2015, 2016. That's when I started converting to that, because I've always writing rhymes and stuff like that. Or when I was in middle school, hanging out on the back porch and just rapping, with my friends, just freestyling or making beats on the Casio. So it's always been a thing, but I started taking it seriously in 2015, 2016, stuff like that, going to home studios and things like that.
Okay.
I think everybody starts on the Casio.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
The I got it right here. You feel me? Oh, no, this is, but I had a whole Casio. I used to, make the beats on there, and my friends would just be rapping in the living room or the back porch, just having a cipher. I miss stuff like that. That was fun times for me. Just outside, just rapping.
Right.
Yeah.
It's always that moment right before you take it serious, that moment that you enjoy so much that have you yo, this is what I want to do. And then it's hard to get back to that original fun moment because everything's so serious. You got the business side of everything. But it's good to be able to reflect back to that moment. I remember, because I record an artist myself, but stepped aside to really help push the culture forward altogether instead of just trying to be an independent solo artist. As I got older, family started to grow, financial things had to shift everything. But I feel like I'm in a great space here with Gut Check and Pebbles here at the Arena Podcast.
Yeah.
Top it up with inspirational artists like yourself, Shelley. So before we continue, I just want the people to match the song with the voice so we all on the same page here. So we're going to play this joint that we've been ringing every Friday on Music Remedy.
That's love.
Ignitus. This is fire right here. So before we play it, how did this song come to life?
Ignitus. First of all, that title wasn't the official title.
Oh, yeah?
that just came about towards the end because it just sounded so lit. I'm it sounded like it just ignite.
Literally. It was lit.
It's a lot going on in the song. It sounds explosive. So I'm gonna call this Ignitus. I just made it a word, but I actually looked it up and it's a thing, and it's actually Spiral's father. But I didn't have that in mind when I said that. And, I was talking about my father in that song too. So I'm I'll just keep it like that. But that song started off as an interlude, actually. I played the chords on the piano here. Sometimes, most of the times I make the beats in my living room. So it started off with just piano. And I took it to my engineer, mixed by Ray. He over in Tom's River. We was recording over it. And it was just the piano. And he was like, "What are you doing with this?" And he was like, "Mind if I add some drums to it?" So it kind of went like that. We started exchanging ideas, and that's why it kept expanding. Because that song, the lyrics wasn't even finished. It was just me talking about my dad and was supposed to end. But once the drums started changing, then I had to like start like adding more elements to it. So we just started like having a creative session, and just it was a good time. Like it was something new for me to like really just like work with an engineer producer on the spot and write on the spot. Like even though it's natural for me, but it was the first time doing that in like a professional setting. So
okay,
you got ignited.
That's what's up.
all right. And this song, it definitely have a lot of elements to it. So y'all listen, I want y'all to pay attention and listen to how creative get on here. Let's do it. This is the Arena Podcast about the bump.
Yeah.
Shelly Ferrell, let's do it.
I just wanna be somebody. I just wanna bring home the bacon, slay the whole pig, feed my family. Be a hero like I'm Stanley. Cubic with a new whip, me and 2 chicks, hallelujah. Who is this? I'm on some new shit. Don't confuse me with who I used to be. Cause I'm still growing, nigga. I'm still learning. I'm still showing niggas when my turn here, I'm gone. It's been a while, I've been alone in the lab with my phone and my pen and my pad. So with these rhymes that I write, compare how a gas would ignite. When you go like that blue flame and that shit go Hussein. Watch how they vote for the dough. Watch how I'm in my own lane. Watch how I stay on my toes. How I go rent through the pain. Watch how my mom never home. Won't speak to daddy again. Guess that my pride to evolve. I should go put it away. He almost 80 years old. He been there since I was 4. How did I turn my father to foe? How did I turn my papa to whoa. Yeah, it was Press 1 for the truth, 2 for the loot, 3 for the demons that's coming for me, 4 for the sword, cause my angels about war, 5 cause my God by my side all the time. Press 1 for the truth, 2 for the loot, 3 for the demons that's coming for me, 4 for the sword, cause my angels about war, 5 cause my God by my side all the time. It's fine to not be fine, huh? It's cool to grow on through it. Oh yeah, it's fine, you'll be alright. Hold up, baby, it's cool, and you can do it. Hey, hey, whoa, 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 there's no hook. There's no fucking hook. Ay caramba, I'm on my G, so I'm never bored. I'm masterminding minds. I put them 3s on the score. I swept her off the feet, I'm deep. I make her one more. Never score the dreamer. LGIT be the law. So thank the Lord. I cannot stop the beast in me. I give it my all, yes indeed. I give it my all, yes indeed. Give it my all, yes indeed. Give it my all, yes. I give it my all, yes indeed. Ha. Yellow, wake up now, but there's no pyramid schemes. I just stay on point like them pyramid piece. Yeah, I've been alive, awake, aware. Give me more snare when I body this beat. I linked up with Ray, and yes, we gon' shine just like the sun with the hottest of heat. Yeah, I stay on my toes. I've been down this road before, and I'm back on my feet. Back on my feet. Back on my feet. If that's your girl, then she bad, okay, but she ain't no monster to me. Yeah, I stay on my toes, I've been down this road before, and I'm back on my feet, back on my feet, back on my feet. If that's your girl, then she bad, okay, but she ain't no monster to me. I cannot stop the beast in me. I give it my all, yes indeed. I give it my all, yes indeed. I give it my all, yes indeed. I give it my all, yes. I give it my all, yes indeed. Ha.
Hey, you're listening to the Arena Podcast.
Oh, I was going a little too far right there. That's fine.
Oh, we get into Pop Central.
Wait, you heard?
Pop Central, next destination.
That's fire right there. There's one line in that track that really stood out when you said, "I cannot starve the beast in me." I want you to elaborate a little bit on that.
Dang, I like how you picked that up. It's just like, I cannot starve the beast in me. I'm giving my all, yes indeed. Because I feel like all of us, we have like this burning, well, most of us should have a burning desire in us to always like want more. Like we're hungry for more, to become bigger than what we are. And I know like I have this 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 monster inside of me, but not like in a negative way, but it's just like it's so much that I want to conquer and that I'm going to conquer. It's like I can't starve it, like being timid or being like fearful or doubtful. So I'm just going to feed, you know, my passions and what keeps me going. I'm just going to fuel it and just keep going, keep swinging, and, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's important. You know, that beast in yourself, that go along with the saying when people say, you're your worst enemy. You know what I mean? So that's another way of saying you starving that beast within yourself, being your worst enemy, not allowing yourself.
You gotta feed it.
Yeah. I also saw on your Instagram, you have a lot of positive things on there, you know, telling people not to give up, go ahead, push forward, you know.
Yeah, yes, sir. Absolutely.
That's cool. I appreciated that.
I actually have a brand called Legit Mind State, which I need to like officially launch. It's just something that I always like, you know, say in my introductions, or just like it's on my wall back there, like the brain with the crown, you know what I'm saying? It's basically like having people, empowering people to use their niche, like whatever it is that you're good at, like use that to propel yourself forward and conquer your goals. Like everything starts with the state of mind. Like all your ideas or anything that you want to do, it starts with a mindset. So if your mindset is legit, you can conquer anything. So that's why, like, most of the time when I do try to post things, or if I'm talking to someone, it kind of like falls into line with that. But that's like a whole nother spiel right there, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I try to stay positive with the legit mind state, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
For a brand, you mean like a clothing brand, or that's just like
it's a lifestyle brand. Like I do have some merch. I'm actually coming out with some t-shirts for my EP when it drops, but it's really a lifestyle brand that I'm still working on, because eventually I want to do events, like workshops and stuff like that, to like help people to feed that beast inside of them. Whatever it is that, like, for example, like how y'all are great communicators and putting on, that's like y'all really legit for that, because like y'all tapping into what you're good at, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel like everyone has a purpose, everyone's good at something, everyone's not a superstar, but someone could be like really good at cooking, or really good at being a supporter or a friend, or really good at, like, you know, whatever it is, like you can be freaking amazing at that, or a superstar in that realm, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, just figuring out what your niche is and just going all the way.
So where can they find your merch?
It's not out yet. It's like, it's just something like, it's been like, I'm working on a website.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know. You know, to the most clothing, to the most 1964. That's what we do. We help other brand and businesses, and then we, you know, bring you here on the platform as well for the networking community, and we let everybody know, you know, what it is that you have going on. So I would definitely love to work with you. So, you know, we can definitely talk offline. And get that merch,
I gotta get a website,
everything cracking for you. That's what it is. I love it. I love, you know, the inspiration by it. I'm a very vibe person, and I go off a lot of energy. So just when I heard your music and then meeting you in person, I'm like, oh, I could rock with her. Like, I just love it. You know, it's just very positive, very inspiring. And that's what a lot of our young generation, you know, definitely need. Myself as a new entrepreneur, you know, I could definitely work and feed off of that energy. And it's awesome. It's amazing that you're doing so many things. And I just think that's awesome. You know, keep going, keep pushing, keep pulling that positive energy out. And I really love your flow and everything that you got going on.
I appreciate that. That's so dope. Thank you. I'm gonna definitely tap in with you.
Yes.
I'm trying to make that happen. It's just like, I be trying to focus on so much. Like, I be feeling like, but I know it all relates. You know, it's just really creating a structure. Like today at work, I was really just like writing stuff out, and I'm getting more like in a habit of being more detailed, like writing out how to execute this, you know what I'm saying? And then going to whoever I think could help me in that area if I can't do it myself. So it's just like, that's like something I'm working on. And then once I get it, I got it, and it's going to be great. But it's just like, you know, the process right here, I'm still, you know, just still trying, as a young entrepreneur, just trying to figure it out, you know? So
No, and that's good. Keep going, and writing it down. That's like the biggest step in the beginning for you to write it down, see it on paper, as you said, see who you can collab with, who you can network with, who can, help you along the process, because it definitely is a process. It definitely does take a village as well. And, that's why we started this platform, and we're a networking community, because we want to help others. And, now you're family. So you're locked in for life. Okay.
So
just
when the cookout.
Okay.
When the cookout. Let me pull up and get a plate.
Let's go. Hey, I got the food in the kitchen. Let's go.
Hey, let's get it.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Definitely part of the team, and to piggyback what Peppers was saying, that's the reason why we're here. And then we have these other platforms as well, like she said, the To The Most Clothing. We do a little bit of the marketing. Gut Check is even keeping everybody informed with the crypto and all the digital currency and everything. So for you as an artist, we really encourage you to rock with us, because we take on so many things for you and put ourselves in position for you to win, so you can focus on your music. You know what I mean? You don't want to have to worry about your merch. It's coming out all the time. If your promo campaign is being run.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, and with the crypto, I'm going to be teaching everyone how to get their NFTs, make their songs into NFTs and sell them directly to consumers. This way you don't have to put out, a million listens to make a penny. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So,
that's dope. That's smart. Real smart. I definitely got to tap in with that. The NFT, bro.
Already family. So real quick, let the people know where they can reach you at.
Yo, so y'all can actually reach me on dial-up, AOL, AIM. Let's take it back real quick. Let's go on MySpace. Second off, real. Get me on IG. You can add me on IG at Shelly Ferrell Official. That's SHELLY Ferrell FERRELL Official. Very active on Instagram, on Twitter. I just be talking to myself there. Y'all could follow me there if y'all want. That's our real shit on my Twitter. AHHREALSHXT. You know what I'm saying? That's where y'all can find me, but definitely on Instagram at Shelly Ferrell Official.
When you say you tweeting yourself, I felt that right here, because
I just like, I really don't. I think I understand Twitter, but it's just like, at this point, I'm just conversing with myself. Every time I be having an idea, because at work, like, I'm like thankful that I have a job where I can like really just be on a computer, and I don't have a manager currently, so I just take that time to just research. I just be at work researching, looking at tutorials on YouTube University. You know what I'm saying? And I be having all these, like, my gears keep turning. I'm just talking to myself, listening to music. I'm like, I found this artist. Like, but that's you definitely follow me on Instagram.
University got a lot of us.
YouTube University. I'm about to get my master's in that.
Okay, so this track Ignitus, is this going on the next project, Never Scorn a Dreamer?
Yeah, it is. It's going to be on the project. Never Scorn a Dreamer right now. It's like at 8 songs. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time. I feel like I've been working on this project for mad long. This is my first like debut project. So like, I'm really excited of that, to have out a body of work to show like my diversity, like my versatility in music, because I can rap well, but like, I feel like sonically, like my ear and my mind be like different places, but it's still like, together, if it makes sense. So that's why like I'm so excited for this project, and it's taken a while, but I'm aiming for a June, July release, and but it's definitely going to be on there.
Okay, so it's coming soon. Everybody make sure y'all look out for Never Scorn a Dreamer.
Yeah.
Definitely let us know when it's ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
So we can let everyone else know.
It's in the oven. It's in the oven right now. You know what I'm saying? It's baking.
All right.
I'm gonna cook it up to 425 and let it hurry up a little bit. A little cooking too long.
Yeah,
don't rush it though. Don't rush it,
because then you'll burn the house out.
Project to come out very good.
Don't want to burn the house down. Not yet.
Oh no. It'll be burnt on the outside, raw in the middle. You don't want that.
Mm-hmm. No, we do.
Cooked project.
Mhm. Slow cooker, let it marinate.
That's it.
Off the bone. Mm-hmm.
Just gonna have to wait, and it's gonna sound like it's gonna be worth it by the amount of joints that you sent over. By what I'm hearing, y'all gonna want to wait for this.
I got some more production I've been working on there too, so I'm just excited. Like I'm really have my hands involved in it, and it's cool. Like I enjoy it. Like I be in the car just like wilding out to it and stuff, having mini concerts. So like when it does come out, I feel like it could be a very pivotal moment for me. So I think that's why it's taking so long. Cause like this process, this in-between process I am now, cause I feel like before Ignitus, I haven't released much like recently over the years in the pandemic. I can't remember, but now I'm just like meeting people, networking, like how I met y'all and different artists and collaborating with other artists. I'm producing for these some artists on their projects. So right now it's just like building, like laying bricks and stuff like that. And so I think when mine's finally done, it's just gonna be like the perfect timing, God's timing. So, you know.
That's how you do it. And I know it's gonna do good. I could tell, like even the way you promoting this single, Ignitus, like you got it. You know how to roll it out, I would say. You know what I mean? So one thing I like to tell artists is don't give them too much though. After you drop your project, let it breathe and wear them out. Got like 7 tracks on there. Do like 4 videos from there.
Just shot one last week, so that's my next single's coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. That's fine. Let's play some more music. Let's play this Cool It Jack. That's my other favorite shit.
My brother actually produced that. My younger brother, he produced that for me.
Shout out to little bro.
Yeah.
All right, here. Let's jump into it. You listening to the Arena Podcast. This is Shelly Ferrell, Cool It Jack. Let's do it.
Hey.
Yeah. And it go like this. Feeling like a ceiling light, that's high up. Shorty wanna kick it with me, okay, hiya. Anytime I step in the booth, it's on fire. If you feeling this, then up, put your lighters. I am the tiger when I spawn with Goliath. These industry giants want bars of designers. These artists ain't spitting that real from they soul. They too busy talking about them cars and them drivers. Big check trying to hear that shit, nigga. I'm po. Niggas dying in the streets from the foe for foe. And they got beef like a foe for foe. Put the chrome to your dome till it's blown, gone. And he Snapchatting with they phone for phones. They ain't even call the police. They trying to go viral. Shit is really sick. And I think I need some Tyler. Probably need to breathe. And conversation was I like, Lord please, Lord please, save us. Too many nights, know what they do. Say no, can't point no fingers. One of them two when I know. Yeah. Yeah, here's what it is. Lord please, Lord please, Lord please, Lord please, Lord please, Lord please. Yeah, it is what it is. I said it, mama chucker. If I hate a fool, you a sucker, you a sucker. You can do anything, keep on chugging, little engine that could. Roll it back, what if you a puffer? Can't stop, won't stop, puffy. I'm about it, this beat like Buffy, like a vampire slayer. Tell these fucking hoes stop sucking, I'm just trying to get the bad line. Ruffle, get the bad line. Yo. Hey, yo, Gene. Yo, can you pass me that bag? Niggas hungry. How many gon' die for this? For the slice of the pie, what's the price of our lives? Mobbing when my niggas buying ice with the guys. Wrist don't chill, got that icicle time. These hoes wanna show to my heart, never mind. Guess we all on alone when the lights simmer down. So simmer down, I'm stuck with the sinner now. So send me no sentiments, just bring back the hook around like Lord please, Lord please, save us. Too many nights, know what they do. One of them two when I know. Yeah. It's what it is. Lord please, Lord please, Lord please, Lord please, Lord please, Lord please. Yeah, it is what it is.
The Arena Podcast is sponsored by To The Most Clothing, Gut Check Entertainment, We Are Jersey Magazine, and EXP Realty, all made possible by Whitaker Marketing.
Yeah, thankful for those sponsors right there.
Yeah, let's get it. Yeah.
You too cool for me, yo.
She cool, right?
Yo, Shelley.
That swag, she got a different swag right there.
Tracks, like, I like how your tracks is never like monotone. It's always some catch you here, catch you there.
Yeah, I like the ideas too. Then you actually put the sound of the bag in there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and clear. I was like, oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it was actually almonds. I was in the booth.
I'm like,
I was
okay.
eating almonds. Gene was the engineer who recorded that. So, niggas
put a line in there. Yo, this is nuts.
This is bonkers. This is nuts. Yeah.
So, Shelley, let's talk about how you leaned into the photography side, because you also taken over that dynamic of the music scene too, with Legit Mind Media.
Yeah, Legit Minds Media, the branch off of Legit Mind State, because I feel like, I'm gonna be like one of the testimonies of like having a legit mind state. So my niche is music, photography. So I'm trying to like intertwine. Well, I'm intertwining it all. How I got into it, it all started with the iPhone. I was taking pictures. Like my friend group was very artistic. Like my one of my close friends, she's actually a director. My other close friend, he's a poet, stuff like that. So I've always been surrounded by, and I'm a musician, but I just always like thought stuff looked cool. I'll be in my phone, I'm like, yo, that tree, like taking pictures of trees or the skies and stuff like that, but like finding the composition of it. And I still do it with my phone. Like I love taking pictures of like neon signs and stuff like that. Or it's just, I don't know, having an eye for it. It really just started there with the iPhone, and then I upgraded it, got me a camera, started taking pictures with my friends, and then I just fell in love with it. It was very therapeutic and a great way to meet people like other artists and just, find another outlet to be creative.
You nice with it too. You nice behind that camera.
What camera are you using now?
Right now, I have the Canon T6i, the Rebel series.
Gotcha.
That's what I still got the OG, what I started with. But I'm actually about to get another camera because at my previous video shoot last week, I was recording behind the scenes, like in between the takes, and I was trying to like get all the behind the scenes, and it fell. It was not secure. Yeah, it was not secure on my tripod, so it fell, and it hasn't cut on since. So yeah, mid video shoot, I was like, I just immediately put it in my trunk. It didn't hurt my spirit because like I've been researching to upgrade anyway. And I was like, damn, that's the universe. Like, all right, Shelley, you've been like, cause I've been like, nah, I'm gonna keep rocking out with this camera. Yeah. Like, I was like, should I get the new camera? Then that happened. So now it's like, I have to do it. I was like,
are you gonna get another Canon so that the lenses still work, or? I'm
gonna transfer over to Sony. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Sony. I like what they got going on there. I wanted to stay in Canon, but
yeah,
I'm gonna go to Sony.
Yeah, right. So you get something. What are you getting? Do you know?
The A7 IV.
Oh, the nice light camera.
Yeah, I'm going for the A7 IV, and I think that's gonna definitely take my photography to the next level and my videography, because like I've been really finessing the T6i. That camera. That camera's like a couple of years old. It's pretty old. So it's just like I've just been using that and just practicing with my eyes and stuff like that. So when I do go to a full frame professional camera.
There you go.
Yeah, you gonna take off. It's gonna be lit with that.
Yeah. It's gonna be like snapping everything.
Okay. You're gonna be a beast. And we here, we rooting for you, we got your back. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
We get into the part of the game. We get into the part of the show where we play this game.
You ready? Hoody?
It's all a game. It's all a game.
It's all a game. Let's go.
Yeah, Connect 4.
Okay, so the Arena Podcast is sponsored by To the Most Clothing, Gut Check Entertainment, and ESP Realty. We Are Jersey, and we got the homie Sheep Got Skills. He donated. Well, he's the owner of. He has his own tattoo situation. So what he said he's going to do is going to give a great deal on a tattoo up to $1,000 for one of our guests, and that guest will happen to be you tonight, Shelley.
Hey.
So you have to win this game, though. We ain't going to just give it to you.
Oh, okay. I was like, hold on. I got a few tattoos lined up.
Probably should have said.
Got them sketched out right here.
So shout out to the homie Sheep Got Skills. We play this game. It's called Real Talk or Nah. So for Shelley and everybody listening for the first time, and if you are listening for the first time, make sure you follow us on Instagram at The Arena Podcast. Hit the link in our bio and subscribe to the channel and turn all the alerts on. Keep up with us.
Don't forget to hit the like button.
Hit the like.
Leave
Share
comments.
the post. Save the post.
Repost and repost.
That's it.
Bring
And
all the
share.
followers.
And share with a
We
friend.
got it. Yes.
All of that.
Why should you be the only ones to suffer through this?
Okay, so Shelley, pay attention. I got 3 statements here. It's up to you to pick which statement is real talk. And when I say real talk, I mean it's an actual fact. But
Okay.
you have to be careful because the other 2 statements is close to a fact, but I might have switched a word or a number to throw you off.
They're
Gotcha.
alternate facts.
I like stuff like this.
Alternate facts. Okay, so the first statement is, let me go to the statements. All right, so the first statement is Shaquille O'Neal shoe size,
Uh-oh.
23. Second statement is Saturn is the largest planet in the solar system. And the third statement is the first ever competitive baseball game was played in California. One of those is real tough.
Are you able to repeat any okay. What was the first one? You said Shaquille what?
Shaquille O'Neal shoe size is 23.
That's outrageous. That foot is not 23. I'm gonna say Jupiter is the largest planet. Oh.
Saturn.
Oh, you said Saturn. Okay, hold on.
Saturn.
Just repeat the other 2 before I jump in there. Hold on.
The second one, Saturn is the largest planet in the solar system. And the last one is the first ever competitive baseball game was played in California.
That's crazy. Wow.
You got it, y'all.
I'm not gonna hold you because like the solar system and the planetarium, that was so long ago for me. And it's like at first I wanted to say Saturn, but I'm thinking about the sun, you know. Dang.
But you said largest planet, though, right?
Largest planet. That's crazy.
So the sun's not
California.
included in that.
Oh, the sun's not?
Well, it's not a planet, right?
Right. That's a star.
Oh, okay. Boom, Saturn.
I think she was sizing it up more so.
Saturn. Yeah, I cannot remember. That was so many moons ago.
You want to lock in with the second one?
I'm gonna lock in with the second one, Saturn.
Okay. Pep, what you want to pick? You want to try?
You know, I'm not really supposed to be playing the game, but I'll go with the last one just to entertain.
All right. What you got?
You got me?
Yeah.
So for me, I could have sworn that Shaquille O'Neal's shoe size was 22, and then you said 23. So I'm like, oh, that's him messing with numbers. I'm gonna go with Saturn because I think when you include the rings, Saturn is the biggest planet.
Okay. Well, real talk or not, Shaquille O'Neal's shoe size is 23.
Really? That's crazy. Good for him.
Must have grew a little bit last time.
For real.
23?
Okay,
So
now
what is the biggest planet? Now that's on my mind. I would Google it, but my computer's another.
you said it too. Jupiter is the largest.
Jupiter, yeah.
Yeah? Bro, that's crazy.
Jupiter is the largest, and the first competitive baseball game was played in New Jersey, right here.
Wow.
In Hoboken, New Jersey, to be exact. So look, you still got a chance to win this tattoo special because right now we're going to turn it over to the listeners. We're going to give them a chance if they can answer this next question. Before we finish this episode, we have another interview after Shelley. So by 10 p.m. Eastern Time, you have to hit up the Arena Podcast, jump in the DM with the answer to this question. Okay? And we mentioned this earlier. So all you have to do is tell us, where was Shelley born? She was only there for a little bit. I need the exact city, everything, city and state. And she said it in this interview. She was born and then immediately was in Jersey, raised in Jersey, Newark, New Jersey.
Immediately, expeditiously.
Expeditiously. To the plane right after.
It was like, Easy.
All right, so everybody listening, y'all got till 10 p.m. to answer that question. I feel like that's good.
If they get it wrong, do I lose?
You automatically win if they get it wrong.
Okay, really? Dang, but what if they get it right? I really, I want to get a tattoo.
Look. Got you. They don't be paying attention anyway. And
Dang, Shaquille O'Neal, man. All right, now it's a fun fact.
Some of your listeners might be in the chat or they might hit us up and win it for you. We had some of our past guests do that. So all the Shelley followers that's listening, help her get this tat, man.
Yeah, help me get inked up for the summer.
Word. Get that nice Arena Podcast tattoo on the arm.
Right on the shoulder.
One of these on the arm and shit.
I really want a neck tat. I ain't gonna lie. Neck tat.
You can put it on your neck. We're okay with that.
Yeah, Arena Podcast.
Okay, Shelley. So about to wrap it up. I want you to well, before we wrap it up, there's a few announcements that I have to make that I was supposed to make earlier. First, this is our 90th interview right here. Let's clap it up for that.
That's good.
Yes, that's big right there.
Yeah. Hey. That's dope, yeah.
Closing in quick on that 100, so we might do something special that night. Again, we just passed the 4-year anniversary of the Arena Podcast.
4 years.
Hey, that's lit. Wow.
Gut Check has a new channel on the way. Crypto Fam.
With Gut Check.
With Gut Check. Learn about the NFTs.
Teach you about crypto. Teach you about Bitcoin, Ethereum, all these things.
Because you can't have your feelings when you're dealing with crypto.
That's it. The whole point of the channel is to teach you how to keep your emotions out of crypto.
And then Classy Pebbles, we might be running a little special for Mother's Day tomorrow because Mother's Day.
Shout out to
all. I already thought about it. I already have it in the works. Yes, definitely be running this special tomorrow.
We'll be on it, and shout out to all the mothers out there. We really are thankful that we have Shelley here, and then we have Erin coming up next. Doing the show May 15th with Quilla. It's a all women showcase. So we really are about the strong women this month, at least.
Yes, absolutely. Being a strong woman myself and a mother of 2, it's very important that, we uplift each other and, make sure that, we connect in the networking, man. It's so important to share each other's story and everything that we're, striving for and going for. And it's important that we definitely engage and make sure that we keep lifting each other up. So appreciate you coming tonight, Shelley. I look forward to working so much with you, so much more, and looking out for the tracks, the project, the new photography camera you got going on. I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me.
The merch.
The website.
I'm ready. Let's go.
I got business cards. I just need the website, I just need a website. I'm actually revamp these cards, but I'd be trying to pass these out. Can't even see these. The light says.
Okay, I see it a little bit, but no, definitely let me know. We do that as well. So we definitely could revamp the business cards for you too.
It's lit.
Cards, website, the shirts, everything, hoodie,
everything. Hoodie, let's go.
Yeah. So Shelley, one more time, let them know where they can reach you at.
All right, yo, Shelly Ferrell official on Instagram, SHELLYFERRELL official on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Please subscribe to my YouTube at Shelly Ferrell official. You know what I'm saying? I am dropping a video at the end of the month, early June. Song called Mischief. It's gonna be crazy. I was working with the So-Called Studios production team, so shout out to them. Actually, shout out to y'all sponsor, We Are Jersey. That's the family right there, you know. But follow me on Instagram and YouTube at Shelly Ferrell official.
That's it. And when you follow on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like button,
Mm-hmm.
subscribe, and the notification bells. This way you could be notified every time she uploads a new video.
All of the things, yep.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for taking the time to chop it up with us. I never mentioned that I like your Purple Rain shirt. That's fire.
Oh, yeah, you feel me? French John.
It'll be cool as well.
Icon.
I'm calling it now.
Icon.
Coolest rapper, Shelly Ferrell. I'm calling
it. Man. Yeah. Coolest artist coming out of Jersey, you know, going worldwide to the world.
Again, listeners, remember, y'all got till 10 p.m. Eastern time. You feel me? That's for our listeners, live listeners tonight. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's definitely too late for you.
Yeah.
And then we got Andy coming in next, a do-it-yourself blogger. We're going to talk some more. We're going to keep building. You feel me? It's the Arena Podcast. Yeah, okay, we back at it. We still here. Pebbles, you still here with me?
I'm still here with you. Let's go, man. It's a great night. We just had Shelly Ferrell official, man. She killed it. Just definitely great vibes with her, man. So happy to be here. The Arena Podcast, Classy Pebbles, Hoody, you heard?
Yeah. Shelly's definitely the coolest rapper of 2022. Gut check, you with me still?
Definitely.
Gut check with her. We got a special guest here. We're about to close out the night with ATL's own Erin Spain. What's good?
Hello, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you for taking the time to chop it up with us. So I want you to give a formal introduction of yourself to all our listeners.
Okay. My name is Erin Spain. Like you said, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I am a DIY and design blogger. I also have a YouTube channel where I share sort of like home decor ideas and DIY tutorials, mostly furniture builds and things like that. And then I'm also a photographer.
Okay. And for those that's not aware or they've been under a rock, what does it stand for? DIY.
DIY is do it yourself.
Do it yourself. Something a lot of people they don't do it themselves.
That's right.
They don't know how to do it themselves.
No, but it's my job to show you how and to show you that everyone is capable of it.
Okay, so how did you get into this line here?
So I started blogging a little over 10 years ago. And at the time, I was a stay-at-home mom, and I just desperately needed a creative outlet. And we were on a tight budget. I always loved decorating, but we couldn't afford to hire a designer. So I knew that if I wanted our house to look the way I wanted it to look, I was going to have to figure out how to do it all myself. So that's sort of what I did. And when I started, I didn't know how to do anything. I had never used power tools before, anything like that. And I just decided I was going to learn, and I was going to document it as I went along. And then people started reading it, and it sort of accidentally evolved into a business. I started working with brands and learning new skills and sort of building on my skill set over the months and years. And it just grew from there.
Nice. That's fire right there. So you had an idea in your head, and you just was like, I got to execute it the way I want it to be. So let's do the work and get it done.
Yes, exactly.
I saw that you had just celebrated 10 years. I think it was a video in January.
Yeah.
You celebrated 10 years.
That's right.
And then I was looking at that table that you made. That thing is massive.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I was like, what?
Oh, thank you so much. That was actually one of my very first furniture builds, believe it or not, which is kind of funny. But
that's a great looking table too. And then I was watching because I saw when you were painting wood and you were talking about people that are like, don't paint wood.
Yep. Yes. There are some people out there, they get very angry about painting wood because that's another thing I love to do. I also, in addition to building furniture, I love to make over furniture, like find stuff at thrift stores and just kind of reimagine it and give it a new life. But you would be surprised how many people get very angry about that.
Right. And then you had the IKEA hack.
Yes. I love doing IKEA hacks too. Yeah.
Cool. Those are really cool. So one thing I saw that when you were talking about redoing the furniture, about that you sanded it, then you primed it, then you did one coat, sanded that, and then another coat. And I was like, that's what I was doing wrong.
Right. I know that's the thing. It's like you don't realize how many steps really go into it if you want an actual like professional looking finish when you paint your furniture. So I have a tutorial on YouTube and on my blog, and to this day, that's my most popular YouTube video and my most popular blog post. It's people just want to know the right way to do it. And it's not hard, but you do have to do the prep work or your paint's not going to last and it's not going to look as good.
So you've been on YouTube now, what, like 2 years?
Yeah, a couple years. Yeah, I started that way after my website.
What's your YouTube channel? So
it's Erin Spain DIY, Spain like the country, DIY.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just looking through your page, you very hands-on. Got some great work there.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on your 10 years. That's awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I can't believe it's been this long. I mean, it's gone by so fast and so much has changed and evolved over those 10 years, but I still love doing it. So I'm still here.
So within those 10 years, was there any challenging moments where you're like, maybe this isn't for me?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think, as content creators, we all go through moments like that, and it can get frustrating, especially just trying to keep up with everything's changing all the time, especially with social media. The platforms are always changing and evolving, and we have to keep up with that. And it can be really frustrating sometimes, especially because it sort of feels like you master one platform and then something new comes out. And then you have to, first you're on Facebook and nobody does that anymore. So then you got to get on Twitter and nobody does that. So then it's Instagram and now it's TikTok, and just keeping up with everything can get very time consuming and overwhelming. So I definitely have moments where I get frustrated about that. And also just moments where I get a little bit burned out. When you've been doing the same thing for 10 years, it's easy to get burned out after a while, which is why I've recently branched out into focusing more on my photography, just to kind of have another way to channel my creativity and just a new way to be creative. And that's really helped a lot too, just having another outlet.
Okay.
One of the things I like about your videos is at the end you do the outtakes.
Oh yeah. That's my favorite part to edit. It's always so funny, but yeah, I love adding those, and people tend to enjoy watching me make an idiot of myself. So I just laugh right along with them, and it's just kind of a fun little thing I like to add.
Gotcha. I was laughing about when all the cars were driving by and you're in the garage.
Yes.
You're like, it's not even rush hour.
Right. That's definitely a challenge to filming your own YouTube videos from your house. Is like, there's some things out of your control, and traffic is one of them. And so it's definitely frustrating when you're trying to get a shot and then a truck rolls through and ruins it.
Traffic and weather. You know what? Before we did this, I had a little ride cast where I used to go in a car and play music and just give live critique. There was one episode I'm riding through, and I almost rode through a police checkpoint while I'm
Oh no.
Like going crazy. I'm like strapping my seatbelt in and busting a U-turn real quick. So I know what
I remember that one. I thought it was going to get interesting.
Yeah, that could have gotten real interesting.
It could have.
Yes.
I mean, certain things you just can't control with
That's right. That's funny. Yeah, definitely.
So where do you look for your inspiration? I know that it's all within, but is there any other source of inspiration that keeps you going?
Yeah, it kind of comes from all over the place. In the beginning, I think a lot of it was Pinterest. Pinterest was brand new, and people were seeing all of these projects and realizing that, oh, I could do that. I could make that. And so I tried. That's kind of how I learned, was kind of learning from other people and kind of trying to follow their tutorials and just learning the process and the technical aspect of building and making. And then once I kind of got the hang of it and knew how to do it, I could kind of be creative and come up with my own stuff. And so I'm always like, if I'm shopping at a store and I see something that's like $5,000, I'm like, no, I could totally build that for like $200. So I'll kind of make my own version and put my own spin on it. Or even like nature inspires me, architecture inspires me, pictures in magazines, and just sometimes it's the most random thing ever. And I'll just kind of get an idea from that.
Okay, so you can pull it from anywhere. That's fine.
Yeah.
Pebbles and I, we also have the Colden brand. It's the same thing. Sometimes you go to these stores, it's like, man, they selling this for $75.
Exactly.
Right?
We can go home and do this.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. And just showing people that like they can do it too. I think that was when I first started out, I realized that I was really passionate about kind of challenging myself to learn new skills and hopefully inspiring other people to do the same thing, especially women, because a lot of the things I do, like woodworking, metalworking, welding, things like that, are traditionally male dominated trades. So I kind of like challenging that stereotype and showing people that we're all capable of it. And if I can do this stuff, anyone can do it, and save a lot of money in the process.
Right. Because you said you had no experience in doing anything. You just taught. That's fire.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You're definitely inspiring me as well.
Thank
I
you.
remember a couple of times, right, Hood, I would get like coffee tables and I would sand them down and paint them over and kind of bring it back to life. Like, somebody threw this away, we could work with it.
Right.
So I kind of like that handy woman kind of feel.
Yes.
Hoodie, like, I'm going to MacGyver this. I can get this done. So that's just amazing that you've been doing this for 10 years. And like you said, going to the store, seeing something that's $5,000, $10,000, and being able to be creative and just having the mindset to try and give others that inspiration. I think that's truly amazing. And I did read that you're a mom of 3. So I think that's awesome. You're showing your children that creative side and that you can always take on more no matter what,
Yes.
And I love the fact that you said that as well as women, because, no offense to you men, but, you guys are amazing and it's awesome that you can do things, but we can definitely do it too. And it's so great to just see another fellow woman, entrepreneur, queen, doing your thing. And it's great. It's truly amazing.
Thank you. I definitely like showing people that anything is possible. And especially, there are things that I was intimidated by when I started out. Like when I first started and didn't know anything about tools, the idea of welding was just like, that could never happen. I could never do that, and it scared me too. But I think, if you just take baby steps and work your way up and, you don't have to weld overnight, start small, and build on that over time. And then eventually I finally got the nerve to try it. And I realized, okay, it's not as scary as I thought it was after all, and you just kind of prove to yourself that you can do things you didn't think you could.
It's funny because when I saw the photo of you welding, I was like, oh, I want to learn how to weld.
It's fun. It's really fun. Yeah.
Like, she's welding. Like, she's got power tools. Awesome.
Thank you. It's so much fun. Yeah.
And you have sons, right?
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
You have 3 boys?
3 boys. Yes.
So I feel like that's already them seeing you put in the work, that's building their respect as they come up for women, that anybody could do anything.
Right. I hope so. I mean, that's sort of just been their normal, their whole life, like their version of normal. They haven't known anything else. And so I definitely hope that that's the case.
So of course, when they go on that first date, I don't know how old they are, but their first date, they're going to be like, look, you were waiting for me to fix this. You can do that.
Right. I know I do have a teenager now, so it'll be soon. I know I have a 14-year-old, so that's not too far away. So
yeah, so he's gonna hold that female to his mom's standard, like mom,
right.
She gets it done.
Right? Yeah, we'll see.
It's going to be so high.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe I should apologize in advance to whoever he dates. But
right?
Yeah.
What do you mean you can't weld this for me?
Right? Right? Yeah. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what their views end up being in that regard. Yeah.
Let's talk about your favorite piece that you worked on. Do you have one?
I do. Actually, it is a desk that I built. I welded the base. I designed and welded the base. And the reason it's my favorite is just because it was the absolute hardest thing I've ever made. And there were so many challenges along the way, lots of cuss words, lots of screaming and throwing things. And, but because of that, in the end, when I finished, I was just so much more proud of it because I know like what I went through to finally make it. And that's the thing about welding too, is there is some trial and error with anything, but with welding, especially getting your welds strong enough to really bond. And so things were falling apart at first, and I just had to keep practicing and getting better. And so I have it actually in this room. It's like my home office part of my bedroom. And it's a piece I will keep forever, for sure.
Is that one of the first pieces or?
No, it actually, I think I built it maybe a year or two ago, not too long, but it was, I didn't learn to weld until just maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So yeah, it's been within the last couple of years, but definitely the most challenging.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, everybody listening, Miss Erin Spain is not a rookie at this. She's been mentioned in magazines and all type of different platforms, partnerships. Let's dig into some of the partnerships. How do they come to life? Like, how does that even work?
So it actually started when I first started blogging. Coincidentally, there was a home decor and DIY blogging conference here in Atlanta, and it was the first year that conference ever started, and it was the first year I was blogging. So I thought, well, that's perfect. I'll go and just learn the ropes. And so I connected with tons of bloggers who do what I do, who are still friends of mine to this day, but I was also able to network with brands and connect with them in person and sort of form relationships. And so that was over 10 years ago. And those are brands that I still work with to this day, like Home Depot, Ryobi Tools. So that's kind of how I got my foot in the door initially. But also there are a whole bunch of networks for content creators that you can apply to join, and they will match you up with brand campaigns. You can apply and they'll match you up, and they sort of serve as the middleman between you and a brand. And so that's a great way to get started. I don't do a lot of that anymore since I work directly with brands, but for content creators just starting out who want to get some experience under their belt working with brands, that's a great way to do it. And so I did that as well.
Okay, Pebbles, you caught that? Write that down real quick.
I sure did. I
did. Good.
You know, it's recorded. You don't have to write it down.
Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna go back and replay it later, but I sure was writing it down while she said it.
Good. Yeah, I think if you just Google, content creator, brand campaign network, stuff like that, then a bunch of them will come up. There are a lot of them, and you can join them and just apply for different campaigns that might be a good fit for your particular brand or whatever type of content you create.
Okay.
Thank you.
Doing the manual labor, you actually put the work in.
Oh, yes. Yeah. There's I think that's what people don't realize, that when you're a content creator, there's a whole business side to it behind the scenes that people don't realize. It's a lot more work than you think, and you have to learn so many more skills than you would even think, especially, starting out, most of us don't have the budget to hire out all of that work. So you have to learn to be the photographer and the photo editor, and you have to learn about, managing and optimizing ads and affiliate marketing and search engine optimization, all of those things that go into running a successful website. You just have to wear all those hats and do all of that. So, yeah.
Things changing, like you said, things changing. So you want to keep doing the research, stay on top of it. And that's whatever field that the people are into.
Yes, exactly.
Space for improvement. I want you to tell the people where they can reach you and follow you at.
Sure. So I am online at erinspain.com. That is my blog, my website. And then I'm on social media at Erin Spain blog. And then my new photography Instagram account is Erin Spain photo. And then my YouTube is Erin Spain DIY.
Okay. So let's talk about this, one of the 30 best DIY bloggers.
Oh, thank you. That was an honor. That was kind of crazy. Yes.
But that was from your feature in the Domino magazine, right?
Yeah, that was a few years ago. Domino magazine named me one of the top bloggers, which is, it's always humbling and crazy because there are so many people I feel like are better than me at what I do. But I think that's like any industry. Everybody kind of has that feeling about their peers, I think. But no, that was really, really nice.
Right. I understand what you're saying, but when it comes to this podcasting, I feel like the Arena podcast got it on lock.
That's right. For sure. For sure.
I know what you mean. There's some other podcasts out there that we really salute and we work with and everything, but
Yeah.
Okay. So what's next for Erin? Like when you look back, let's say we go 5 years from now, when you look back, what's some things that you would like to say you accomplished in that time?
Well, now, I just recently started focusing more on photography. So I would love to grow that business. And I sort of feel like I've done what I wanted to do with my website. Of course, I'd love to keep growing that and maintaining that as well. And also focusing more on my video content. But photography is kind of my passion at the moment that I've been focusing more on. I've been doing music photography, which I'm obsessed with. I love, and a little bit more portrait photography. So I kind of want to just grow those and see where that takes me. It was kind of crazy how I even fell into that in the first place, the circumstances around the music photography, because I wasn't really even thinking about doing it. And I guess, do we have time for me to just get into it really quickly?
Sure.
Okay. I had to learn photography when I started blogging, just because if you have a website, photos have to be good, and I couldn't hire a photographer. So I learned how to be a photographer. And I've always kind of shot portraits of my kids just for fun. And over the holidays, I shot portraits for my sister's family. And I realized, hey, I kind of really enjoy this. Like, maybe this is something I should pursue in addition to my blogging. And right around that same time, I have a friend who's in a band. He was touring, coming through Atlanta, and he invited me to his show. And while I was there, I saw the photographer. And I was like, you know what? That looks like fun. Like, I love music. I love going to shows. I love photography. Maybe I could combine my passions and kind of see, explore that. Then I kind of just forgot about it. And literally within a week or two of that, I got a random email from this pop culture website, and they were like, hey, we found you on Instagram. Would you ever be interested in shooting concerts for us? And I was like, okay, that's crazy timing. Like, it was just meant to be. And so I was like, yeah, sure. So I started shooting for them, and I just realized how much I really enjoy the challenge of concert photography, because it's really hard. Your target is moving constantly. Your lighting conditions are changing constantly. You have to adapt. And I just realized that I really love that just as much as I love making things and blogging. So I think that's kind of the direction I see myself going in.
Okay.
What camera do you use now?
Right now I have a Canon, a Mark IV.
Okay.
Yeah.
More Canon talk.
Yeah.
That's it. Tonight.
Everybody
I love Canon myself.
Yes.
I got
I'm
my
obsessed
lightweight Canon right here.
Oh, perfect. Yay. Yes.
All right, well, Canon, if y'all listening, man, we can.
That's right.
Sponsor.
Hello. Yes. Hi, Canon.
This stuff be a sponsor,
right
okay?
here.
That's right. Yes. Sponsor all of us.
That's right.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I want you to give a message to our female listeners right now. They're thinking about becoming entrepreneurs. They're thinking about trying something for the first time. What's some motivation or some inspirational words you could give to them?
I think, as long as you're passionate, truly passionate about whatever it is you're doing, you'll succeed if you put the work in. I think that that's the main ingredient that you have to have is passion, because if you don't have that, you will get burned out because it's a process. It takes time to build a business and to make it successful. So I think as long as you have that and you have the drive and the ambition, you'll do it. You'll do well.
That's fine. That's great advice right there.
Thank you.
I love that. Okay. We rushing right along. This is going nice and smooth.
Good. It's funny. I actually used to host a podcast, but I don't think I've ever been a guest on a podcast. So it's kind of fun being on the other side of it.
That's what I was looking for, that first moment for something.
Yes. Yeah, this is it.
That's fine. So you're going to remember us forever, Erin.
I will for sure. Yes.
First podcast.
Yeah.
Yes. And then, you actually have a chance to win a gift tonight, because we are blessed to have sponsors rocking with us to the most cool that got you in their radar, and you have the chance to win a free t-shirt.
Awesome. Nice.
But I want to talk to you a little bit more before we get there, because we got a little more time with you.
Okay,
so what's coming up from Erin in the near future, maybe in the next couple of weeks or?
So I have a couple projects coming up. I have a partnership with Home Depot. One of the things I do with them is I'm a part of what they call their prospective program. And that's where they'll send me random power tools and kind of just let me do whatever I want with them. And then I post about them. And so they just sent me a new brad nailer and a new miter saw. So I got to figure out what I'm going to build with those. So that's my next project. And then I'm also doing something really fun with another Instagrammer. We are doing an IKEA hack kind of challenge where we're both making over an IKEA piece and putting our own design spin on it, kind of like a fun little contest. And so I just got mine in the mail. So now I have to kind of design what I'm going to do with it and flip it. So we'll see how that goes.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see it.
Thank you so much. It's fun. I would say my second favorite project I've ever done was actually an IKEA hack. And it was a dresser that I did for my son's bedroom. And I did it before I ever had my YouTube channel. And so when I started my YouTube channel, I did the exact same project again so I could capture it for my channel. So now it worked out because now he has the same dresser at his dad's house and at my house. So it worked out that we have like a duplicate. But yeah, that's probably that's actually my second most popular YouTube video and my second most popular blog post. That was a really, really fun project.
Okay, so we got your favorite piece, which was the desk.
Mm-hmm.
That was like, this ain't working out.
Which is the one you don't show anyone?
I'm sure there were many over the years. I'm sure there were many. But the one thing that comes to mind it's not really a furniture piece, but probably my least favorite project that I did, which I actually loved the outcome of. It was just the actual process I hated. I did something called a one-room challenge where I made over. In my old house, we had this it was sort of like a storage closet wet bar situation. There was like a sink and a counter, but we used it for storage. We didn't use it for anything else. And I converted it into like a modern coffee bar area. And so I had to tile the whole wall, which I had never tiled anything before. And I ended up getting like tendinitis from like drilling into marble tile. And it was like everything was getting messed up along the way. And it was so frustrating. I was so over it by the time I was done, but it turned out nice, thankfully. But it was just one of those things where it's like, if I never have to tile another wall, I will be very happy because I did not enjoy that at all. Yeah.
All right. So one more time, let the people know where they can reach you and scream your website also.
Okay. My website is erinspain.com. My YouTube is Erin Spain DIY. And then all my social media is Erin Spain blog, except for my photography Instagram, which is Erin Spain photo. That's one of my newer accounts.
Okay, cool. Make sure y'all follow Erin Spain.
Yes, please.
She's very hands-on. I'm sure if you send her a message with some questions about something you're working on, she would definitely help you out.
Yes, definitely. DM me on Instagram. I see those messages pretty quickly. So yeah, if you have any questions, I'm happy to help. Happy to try to give advice if I can. Yes.
I'm sure you help them. I'm sure.
I try. I do try.
Okay, so here on the Arena Podcast, we play a game with every guest.
Okay.
Called Real Talk or Not. Okay, so for Erin and everybody listening for the first time, I want to explain the rules. So if you're listening for the first time, I want to say thank you. I also want to say follow us on Instagram at The Arena Podcast. Hit the link in our bio. Subscribe to the channel. You have to subscribe to that channel. We're trying to build it. And make sure that you the buttons, right?
Hit the button.
Hit the notification bells. Right? Follow, share.
Yes. Tell all your friends about it. Tune in every other Saturday.
Your friends.
Okay, so tonight's game of Real Talk or Not is sponsored by To The Most Clothing. Erin will have a chance to win a free t-shirt. Well, it's not a free t-shirt. It's play to win. So she has a t-shirt. Picking which statement is real talk. I got 3 statements. Erin has to tell us which one is real talk, but you have to be careful because the other 2 statements is close to a fact. I might have switched the number or word to throw you off a little bit.
Okay.
And since we got ATL's on here, these are all ATL generated statements.
Oh, so I'm going to look real bad if I get it wrong.
Your own knowledge.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Let's do it. Okay, so the first statement is Pepsi was invented and founded in Atlanta. Second statement is the Atlanta Falcons was established in 1965. Third statement is Atlanta was originally named Robertsville in honor of the then governor's son.
Ooh, okay. Don't think it's the first one because Coca-Cola is based here.
Okay.
I know nothing about sports, so I don't know if it's the second one. Okay, let me think. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess the second one is real talk.
Okay. Pebbles, you want to take a stab at it?
I was thinking about the second one too.
Okay, Falcons, 1965. Good chance. What you got?
I'm gonna go with the last one. That just sounds weird, so I'm gonna go with that.
You sound like me on the last one.
Okay, so real talk or nah, the Atlanta Falcons was established in 1965.
Yay!
Hey.
That was just a lucky guess, honestly.
That's all right. No one will be mad though.
Okay,
No
that's
one's in
true.
Atlanta.
Good.
Way to represent.
Yeah, right. No, I totally knew it. We'll just pretend I totally knew that was the answer for sure.
Exactly.
So, the tricky one, which was Pepsi, was not invented. It was Coca-Cola. I thought I could catch you with that one.
Right. No, Coca-Cola is huge here. We have the Coca-Cola Museum, everything. It's like a big tourist attraction. So I did know that one.
It wouldn't make no sense then. See, I have never been to Atlanta.
Oh, really?
Never been to Atlanta.
Oh, you got to come.
Definitely.
Fun city.
Definitely. And then Atlanta was originally named Marthasville from the governor's daughter at the time.
Interesting. I've never heard that before.
Yep. So,
Interesting. Yeah.
You always twisting those little facts, man.
No, he threw a little wrench in there, like one.
I know. You know, it just feel like it's 3. Oh, it's actually 4. Sorry.
That was a good one, though. And yeah, I'd never heard that. So I learned something about my own city. So thank you.
So thank you, Erin, for participating.
No
Yeah,
problem.
thank you for stopping by too. Coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This has been so fun.
Now, whenever you have any new projects or any messages you want to get out, please reach out. We'll bring you on. You're part of the family. This is a networking community. So our listeners are really in tune with our guests.
Awesome.
So I'm sure there's going to be some people that's maybe they're getting into photography or they're trying to do the do-it-yourself methods. We're going to send them your way.
Especially the DIY, because I saw you redo a cabinet in the bathroom, and I'm about to do the same thing.
Oh, are you? Well, I have a tutorial for that. So Awesome. Well, thank you again so much for having me. I really do appreciate it.
Erin, enjoy the rest of your night and happy Mother's Day to you.
Yes,
Thank
happy
you so
Mother's
much.
Day.
Thank
Happy
you.
Mother's
Have a good night.
You too.
Good night.